What's up, guys? I'm here with Johnny Ruiz. We're gonna introduce in detail when we'd like to see the actual GSnap snap. Is there a perfect way to do it in a perfect time? It depends on speed, it depends on what you're trying to do. Are you trying to pitch the ball? Are you trying to actually get your D-loft more forward? Do you have enough speed to actually get the ball elevated when you're D-lofted too much, okay? Like a DJ, okay? So jump in, Johnny. We're gonna show him some options. So the first thing we have here is we have ball line, and I have a stick on the back of his shaft here. Now this is gonna represent where the shaft goes. Let's just do a very stock one here, here, here. Don't click it yet. And go all the way to the top. Now this is pointing at ball line all the way back. And then if you took it long enough, it'd be parallel with ball line, okay? Now, what we're gonna show now is that's why we put the stick in there, is so you can see where the shaft is pointing. But now we're actually gonna show you where to click it. Now, most players when they first get it, click it right off the bat. Go ahead and click it and close it. So see how he clicked that and his hands went away and his club went more closed than his back line? Now, do me a favor, put it to where it's square to the back line, right about there, okay? Now, when he does this and closes it more like that, what he's asking for is drive the handle forward. Really pushing the handle forward, okay? So it's one-dimensional, which is good for ball striking, okay? That's good for lowering the dynamic loft. Now, when we're trying to hit a pitch shot or a flop shot, it's very, very easy to get in trouble with going too much this way, because now all you have is leading edge. So what we do for most my players is I like to snap it, it's second parallel. So nothing to here, that's square to the back line, then we snap it. Snap it, Johnny. Now do that again, snap it. Now, as you see him snap it, he doesn't change the plane of it. He's keeping it right directly at ball line, okay? We can keep it inside ball line too, and it's still flexed, okay? So that's where most my players try and do it. Now do it again without making it snap at second parallel. Good. Now that's much more neutral. Now if he wanted to add more bounce with like wedges, he could cup that. There's a lot of options. So I don't like somebody to flex it too early here. Doesn't mean it's wrong. It's just, now we have options for wedges. I'd rather see it flex right there, okay? It's second parallel or beyond, okay? So go ahead, Johnny. Now take it to first parallel again. Now second, flex it. Now go all the way top. Now come through slow. Stop at P6 right here. Now that face is more square to his back line, okay? So that's the key right there for Johnny, is he likes to get it square, keep turning through the shot. Boom. Now, let's do it at the top, all the way top. So he's not gonna flex this thing till the very top. Flex it, there, flex last second. Now, let's flex it in transition. Take it all the way top, so it's still cup. Now, come down to parallel, right there. So he flexed that right in transition. A lot of good players do that. Now let's do it down at P6. So P6 is parallel in the downswing, right there. See that? So all those were done different, okay? And all of them are acceptable, okay? So the fact is if he had an actual weaker or stronger grip, that would change some things too, okay? But the fact is, for a neutral grip, we're trying to point that at ball line or inside ball line and flex it at different positions. What I care about most, more than anything, set up one more time with that thing without it. Now, go ahead and go to the top without any flexion, all the way down to parallel. No flexion even down to here. So there's no flexion, face is open. I even get players like when I see Ben Hogan was here, starting to come in, then he'd flex it really late and make that click right there. Everybody clicks it at different times. Now, what's the easiest? Get it set and don't think about it and turn would probably be the easiest in my opinion. But there's so many different ways that I myself, Johnny, all my coaches that coach under me, they all like certain things, okay? And I know a lot of other coaches out there are gonna go, well, I like this or this or this. Be my guest to it, it's gonna work. And what works is that you have options, okay? Just be smart about them. Now, one more thing with it, when we're looking at this, so go ahead and set up, Johnny. Now let's say you're a junior or you just don't have speed and you decide you wanna flex this thing, okay? And you wanna close it to your back and come into impact. Your handle gets too far forward, the ball's gonna go too low. So Johnny, go ahead and face the camera over here. Now, just show me where a normal impact would be if that's the ball. boom, right there. That's a good impact. The lead hand's on the shoe. Come down to parallel. Parallel right here. The butt end of the club is right in the middle of the leg. He's parallel here. Come down to impact. Good. That's perfect. Now, here's the deal. If you're a little junior and you don't have any speed, I'd rather see the face more open, this not flex, this get a little bit more cupped, okay, for height. Eventually, when they have speed, I'm gonna get their handle more and more forward so they can actually get a more penetrating ball flight that is gonna match up with way less spin. But when you're a junior, I see a lot of juniors jump, okay? And they have a little more open face, but that does not mean that they cannot use this, because they can, okay? So the fact is, there's a lot of different ways to match this up. But the first thing is understand, most of my players click it in different places, almost all of them. Unless I get someone that says, hey, just take me through exactly where you do it if you're a beginner. And it's usually second parallel, right when your left arm is parallel to the actual ground. It just sets it in and you're done. Now, one more thing I want to show. Johnny, face the camera. Let's cock your wrist too much. Just to P3, left arm parallel. See, it doesn't click. There's no click because there's too much wrist cock. So take some of your wrist cock out, snap it. That's where it snaps when this is an L, okay? So if you're trying to cock it more to do it, I see that all the time and there's no click and the face is wide open. So flex it, boom, there you go. So when you're a player that thinks you're getting more lag, all you're doing is opening the face and throwing your angles more. But if you had it flexed at that position and just turn, it's gonna be in a position which is optimal to lower your dynamic loft, have better angle of attack, better compression. And that's the way I would use this just to start out to understand where to click it within your golf swing.